Let's go ahead and have some fun.
As we'll go ahead and take a look here, for those of you that this is your first time to see Conquest, your A point or docks is up here. You've got your main island here for B, that B point, C point over here, D over here, and then out here in the distance is the lonely shipwreck.
We spoke about E. You and I had like this discussion about E, and I'm like all infantry, man. And I know you like to use that boat, but how can you cap E? Do you have to be on E to capture it, or can I sail around on a boat or float around on a boat or my jet ski?
That's actually an interesting point. So you can be close to it. You don't actually have to be on it. So one of the things too to bring up that I pulled off is, so the A dockyard point is actually accessible right here. So if I was in the water right here, I could actually cap this point. And so one of the things that I was doing is I was actually going under the water. I was diving in under the water, and I was watching that start to be able to take over that point.
Yeah.
And then once I started to see how long I was starting to get hurt, I popped back up, and then right whenever I kind of
reclaimed yourself,
I went back under. And
nice.
then I basically took that point by staying under the water the entire time. So that's just, again, another feature to add in to the meta game for Battlefield 4.
Yeah, I like to mainly stay on the islands. I've really not had many battles on E, and there you can actually see some jet gameplay. And this is the Russian jet, if I'm correct.
I'll take a look here at the third person.
Yes, this is.
He calls it his transport vehicle.
Yeah. Not using it as an effective tool. See, I'm not a fan of that, man. Like, I get that you want to go after the objective. I get that you want to try and capture it, but man, you're in a jet. You're in one of the most powerful tools in the game. Stay in it and destroy some people. But maybe he's not that well equipped with the jet. But when you're going out there all by yourself, I don't know. That irks me. That irks me, dude.
Well, now,
Alpha 21, you irk me, bro.
Now that makes sense why the community wants two-person jets, and so they can transport two people in a jet so they can get to those locations quicker.
Yeah, and again, it's cool. I get the reasoning behind it, but the jet itself. Yeah, but the jet itself, again, we see more jet gameplay here. Awesome. It's a tool of destruction. You have the Su-50 here. This is the Russian jet. And if I'm correct, the American jet is the F-22 Raptor.
That is correct.
Which a bunch of people have been asking about that, and just want to let you guys know that yes, the F-22 Raptor is, in fact, in the game. And I can only imagine that it's awesome.
So we're taking a look here at this perspective.
Do you have a camo on the jet, by the way?
No, I do not believe.
No Eastern Turtle?
No Eastern Turtle, no Firefighter, no PLA. Oh, he actually does. I take that back.
He does.
I just haven't seen this one yet. It's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, for the jet, it looks pretty nice. It's awesome. Yeah, the fact that you put the... It's like, yeah, buddy. I don't care. Find me. Just fight me, bro. It's awesome. And I know a lot of people in the chat were agreeing with me. Y'all are awesome. That's right. So more jet gameplay here. He's not really going after anything, though. Actually, there is going to be that AC-130 in the air, so it seems like he's going to go after that. Want to tell a tale here of awesomeness on my end. I was able to destroy an AC-130 with my IGLA. I felt amazing. You
stayed locked on, huh?
I was there, man. I was like, like for as long as I possibly could. I had like I hit him 3 times with the IGLA. But I had to pace
you were impressing me, though, watching you with the IGLA too. Whenever you were tracking one of a very agile helicopter that was flying around. I mean, he was in a little bird. He was just moving around. Yeah. And you're able to stay locked on. And you picked him off pretty good. So again, the IGLA is very effective. And yeah, we can see that this jet gameplay.
No, see, the thing about the IGLA was, oh man, it happens to the best of us. So the IGLA, right? Someone on Twitter, actually, one of the a member of the Battlefield community, reached out to me and was like, "Do you know anything about the IGLA?" Right? And I was like calling it the Igla or whatever, and I still call it the Igla because it's funny, but. I was like, I don't even know what this is. And when I picked up the IGLA for the first time and I started to use it, I had no idea what I was doing because I really don't use those kinds of things. I was like, do I shoot? Like, how does this work? Is this like an infantry rocket?
Hey, yo, bro, vehicles only.
Vehicles only, or air vehicles only. Yeah. And now that I know that, I'm really happy because it pretty much has just been like my go-to. I throw down my M2 slugs or the slams. As I've got, I throw down the M2 slams, to take care of tanks, and then I use the IGLA to take care of anything in the air. works out pretty well for me. And the thing about Paracel Storm though is that you're going to want to carry a launcher that deals mainly with anti-air, because I feel like I haven't had many opportunities to go after boats yet, and there's only like 1 or 2 tanks on this map, so it's not that effective. But I can only imagine on Siege of Shanghai how awesome the slams would be, just throwing them down all over the place and just taking care of business with that.
Yeah, one of the other things that we have been looking at is the mortar.
I won't lie, I am not entirely sure on how it functions.
You need basically a tutorial.
Yeah.
Of how to properly use. I actually, every time I use the mortar, I almost end up taking out myself.
Yeah.
The way that it works, and that you're curious, it is something that you can walk away from it with a portable device.
Yeah.
And you can trigger it that way. So yes, it does reload itself. You don't have to be there.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah. But I didn't see how the camera worked. Like, I mean, to be able to hit the targets. When you're doing your interview, I'm actually gonna go and try out some mortar gameplay just so I can get the lowdown on how it functions, because I'm curious. I'm gonna ask some of the DICE guys around here. So like, hey, how do I use this, just so I can relay it to you guys back at home? But yes. So what are you taking a look at here, Corey? We have what is this? Some Scar gameplay.
So we've got Bravo 27. You can kind of look here. He will get taken down. And so back over here
to a beach boat.
Yep, a beach attack boat. It's kind of been interesting. What happens is sometimes whenever you beach an attack boat, as you notice that you can take a jet ski to exit out quickly. But when you beach an attack boat with the back end further up on the beach,
yeah,
and then you exit out of the vehicle to hop onto your jet ski, then you beach your jet ski immediately.
Yeah.
And then if your teammates are also there as well, then you can also beach that jet ski. So then you end up stacking jet skis on top of each other.
Pretty funny.
It cracks me up.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
See how much height he got? You can't beach the jet ski on this the shipwreck here.
Yeah, well, this guy, he's going to be able to make his way up top on, and of course, this is E, right? Yeah, so this is E shipwreck. He is going to have, oh, okay. I was like, what is going on here? Is that helicopter going to kill him? And it turned out to be a friendly. We had a pretty cool battlefield moment like that just a little while ago. So what happened with me and Corey playing side by side, he dropped me off over at D. I went to D. I went to go and cap that, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna land and then I'm gonna, get you. But he was kind of coming a little too hot on that one. He was going a little fast. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna jump into it and see if it works. And I jumped up, and then I caught the helicopter. I was able to get right into it, and then we just proceeded our awesomeness. It was totally sweet. So
I love it. It's just, but those are just battlefield moments, just doing it over and over and over and over and over again.
This is actually a pretty good question here that DK Joel asked. He says, do you keep the pilot skin if you jump out of the helicopter and the jet?
So whenever you spawn into one of those vehicles, it is in your it's your skin, it's your camo. But then after that point, you've now used it whenever you drive it around the map and you leave it. So say you beach. Yeah. You beach your attack boat, or you land your helicopter in the distance away from its spawn point, then it will stay that same skin, that same camo. Whenever another player hops in, it is still your same camo, it is still your same skin as well.
Okay, so it stays that way.
It's only when you spawn in the vehicle.
Okay, but if I hop into it from land, it's not going to change.
It's not your vehicle.
All right, well, that's good. That's good. And let's see. Hopefully, that answers your question. And if you have any more questions like that, feel free to let us know. Right now, we're taking a look at some tank gameplay now, which is not something you get to see all the time. This is
the anti-air.
Yeah, this is the Chinese tank, if I'm correct. Yeah, this is going to be the Tunguska, which I have now learned the pronunciation of, and I'm really happy about.
You've done so well.
I'm just trying for the battlefield, people.
And one of the things is that he's actually just using it to just gun down players instead of using it for anything that's in the air. Let's go take a look and see if there is anything in the air. It looks like there isn't. We see a gunship here. We also see drones, a UAV scan that's happening around the sea point.
Yeah, and I want to talk about the UAV scans. Someone like earlier in the day had asked me if if you could shoot down the UAV with like anti-air explosives. I have not been able to. I could be doing it wrong, but I have not been able to. Have you been able to shoot down UAVs?
I don't believe so.
They fly pretty high.
I don't think that you can actually shoot them down. I think they're just there. They're little drones. They actually clip around as well, so they're on a cycle. They're not real. I don't believe they're actually there per se. They're visual, but I don't believe they're physical. Yeah, yeah. So there we go. Some clarification, I hope, in regards to that, indeed. And I'm gonna go ahead and look at my Twitter, make sure I'm not missing anything on there too, any new questions that you guys may have. In regards to the game, what's going on screen right now, we are gonna have another interview coming up here in a little bit too. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna actually be talking about the map design and whatnot in a little bit. So hopefully that is something that you guys are interested in. Now hopping on board here to, what is this? What do we got here? What player is this? This is actually Alpha 22. He's gonna be tearing it up here as his gun is equipped with some attachments. I'm loving it. What's he using here? The 338 Recon with a tri-beam laser standard barrel. And a JGM4, a 4x scope. I don't know about that beam laser on that. I would definitely do a straight pull. So that way you can sit there and just reload while you're scoped in. I actually learned something here. Oh, he's got the bipod.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
So one of the things that I thought was interesting is you have the capability, whenever you have the straight pull, to always stay scoped in. So you'll see basically another bullet get loaded into the chamber from there. Normally what you have to do is you have to unscope, cock it, and then go right back to scoping in. With the straight pull, you can always scope in, so you can shoot as many shots as you need to. For me, I need 5 or 6 just to kill one enemy.
Yeah, and
not really. It's something I should say.
Yeah,
that's not the case. I usually headshot.
Yeah, well, I do want to point out that the guy we were just watching, he kept on missing, man. You got to go over there and give him some lessons, Corey.
If I miss my first shot, I usually miss 3 or 4 to follow. But that's if I miss my first shot.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Let's take a look here and see what other players that we can find here that you want to follow. So we've seen some recon. We've seen some assault. We've definitely seen a lot of assault. Let's hop on board here with one of these engineers. He's going to get taken out. Now back over to a support player.
Always got to see the support guys, but he probably has not spawned in yet, so.
We'll hop on with this support player now. We've seen Bravo 27 before. Let's take a look here and see Bravo 25. Let's see exactly what he's got.
Bravo 25, okay. He's actually using a P90 if I'm correct. P90, no attachments. Doesn't seem like he has, he only has standard barrel iron sights on that one. You know, I've used the P90 a couple times. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Its hip fire is pretty awesome. You know, it's effective as you would expect with a P90, but I don't know, man, there's something about it that is just not working with me. I've been right now using the PP2000, I've been saying all week long, but the recent, and the UMP45 has been another really cool PDW SMG that I've been using, but the MX4 was something that just really impressed me as a PDW. So for any of you PDW or SMG users out there, you guys are gonna love that. Do it.
Those are my dog tags.
Nice.
He rips them off there. So Bravo 25, showing to be an effective player, understanding the way that this game truly works here.
That's right. And there you have it. That's going to be the end of that game. So